Hi, it's Maria DeRosa. This is Desert Life with Maria, and as you can see, I'm relaxing, no mask, because finally COVID shots are done, the pandemic has slowly subsided, and I'm able to relax and enjoy some fun time with a really good friend. And what's fascinating is that besides being able to relax, I think one of the good things that came out of this pandemic is that we have a lot more hobbies and playtimes. And my good friend John here, who we're having a cup of coffee with, right?
Cheers, good morning.
Who I was blessed to know from Jeannie, his wife, has found an interesting, most fascinating playtime experience. It's a hobby of his because of the pandemic. So John.
Yes. Well, I in the pandemic, a friend sent me a kit of a Lego model to build. And that was back in June, and it actually just sat on the counter for 2 or 3 months.
You go, what the hell am I doing with this?
Yeah, and I thought it's not going to be that interesting, and who cares? But no, what really happened was I took it out one day, and I started building it, and oh my God, I was hooked from the very beginning. It was a very technical type of model to build, and it was a car, so that was good because I'm into cars.
Because you're into cars, so you want, okay, I can do this.
So,
now, is that beautiful thing?
Well, that's different. Yeah, that's
wow.
That dragon is made by a company called Knifeles, and it's Lego bricks. They're all the same shape type bricks, but different companies make different subject matter. And so this is a dragon is something that Lego doesn't make. So if you want that, then you look at other companies that make different types of models.
So your very first was a car.
It was a car.
And from that experience, you just expanded, right?
Oh my God, there's a world of things that you can build.
Are you going to share some of that with us?
Sure, we'll take a look.
Let's go.
Oh. Well, we'll go to the model room, won't
we? Okay, so it became such a hobby, guys. He has a model room? Okay, tell me about that.
So yeah, we were walking around one day, and we thought, because the table over there where I used to build, became filled with models, and then they were all on the counters here.
See, we were living in our homes during this crazy time,
that's right,
and this is what he was doing.
And so I was walking by that room one day, and which was a bedroom, and I said, we don't ever use this room. So let's get rid of the bed, and we'll put some tables in here, and we'll put some shelving.
Sure enough, we now have a model room.
Yeah, that's what we did. That's what we did.
Okay,
so we're going to go into the model room now, and we call it the craft room because Jeannie paints in here and does puzzles, and I build Legos. So we took the bed out and put these tables in, and we put these shelving units in so I could display the models.
Okay, every single one of these are made with some kind of Lego.
They are. I want to say one thing first. So I got that first Lego. Since September, I have built 36 models in just 6 months. So, and I build all kinds of them. We'll go around and take a look at them. But so it's become a real hobby and lots of fun. It's just and you can spend lots of time doing it.
So, is this an expensive hobby? I'm sure a lot of people want to know.
It's not really.
Okay.
It's like some things, which we'll get to later. Some things are technical, and they are a little bit expensive. But the majority of Legos are $50 or $100, right in that range for a pretty sophisticated product. One that, when it's done, really is interesting.
So, even though this is your deal, I'm getting the impression that Honey isn't too upset because it looks like she's got her hobby going too, right?
You wouldn't believe it. We spend more time in this room together than we do. I mean, it's really brought us together because we sit at night, we chit chat, and we do our little crafts, and so it works out really nice.
What a wonderful gift. Okay, pick the very first one, show us, and then talk about
Good idea.
Yeah.
Good idea. Let me put this cup
Okay, I'm
down.
going to put mine down too.
So this is the first one, this Dodge Charger right here. And you can see I put a light kit in it as well. I didn't do that till months afterwards.
Okay, explain the light kit and the Lego difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Lego makes the model itself, and then there's another company called Max makes most of the lighting kits, and you buy it after the fact, and then you have to pull your model apart to a certain extent.
Hi, Mary. How are you? I hope you're enjoying this. Isn't this fun? Go ahead, John.
Sure. And so, these doors open, for example.
Oh,
you can see that the hood of the car comes up, and you can see the engine in it. And if you roll the car, you can see the pistons actually move, right, in the engine. If you can see that.
I bet you forever are grateful to your friend for sending you this model.
Oh, I am. I'm telling. And he's hooked too. I mean, we build models together online. We do all kinds of things. And then you can see I got interested in all different kinds of things. So everything from race cars here, dinosaur bones. On the shelf just below that, even is the Batmobile.
Check this out, you guys. This is probably, what in length would you say that is? Because it looks like it might be small, but it's not.
It's almost 2 feet long.
It's almost 2 feet.
Yeah.
Look at the details in there, even down to the tire here. Details. Unbelievable. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great stuff.
So show me something that's uniquely Lego that took some time and that you were just like blown away when it was done.
Sure. There's so many of them. I mean, I don't even know where to start, but I'm going to start with the second model that I ever built, which is the Statue of Liberty here.
Oh, wow.
And I really wanted to build this. When I saw it online, when I went to look at it, I was so impressed that they would make a model of that particular thing. Because it's not like, you won't think of Lego and the Statue of Liberty ever together. Mm-hmm. You think of maybe, buildings and cars and stuff like that. But that was... So is there an actual site where you can see what they offer? Or you just push in what... As a matter of fact, Lego, you join their Lego VIP club.
Oh, which you did.
And which I've done, of course. And they send you early advance notice of new models that are coming out. And you get to buy them in advance of the public and do all that. Which, for example, they just came out with the Space Shuttle. The one that Space Shuttle Discovery, which deployed the Hubble telescope. So it comes with the Space Shuttle and the Hubble telescope, which fits inside of it, and the little Canadarm that launched it into space. It's all in the kit.
So really once you're a member, are you a member for life, or is it?
Sure. And then you earn points even if you buy stuff, and then there's certain stuff that you can only redeem with points, like that you can get. It's a whole...
It's a world in itself. Look at what was opened up because of a good friend.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, tell us a little bit about this guy. This reminds me of being in San Francisco, but
so that's cool. A London double-decker bus. It's really a neat size too. The thing I like about it is you can actually take the top off of it, and it has all the seats in it, and you can see it has all the little parts, even down to it's got a little newspaper on the back there for when the people who would come up the stairs of the bus would grab a little newspaper so they could sit down and read it. And what's interesting is the bus, if you look at the front of it, is the bus that goes to Brixton. And Brixton is interesting because it's where David Bowie was born and raised.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if they planned that or not, but and he's known as the most famous person from Brixton.
Right.
Just a little tidbit
there.
Tidbit.
Okay, now I know you had shared with me, and now I'm actually seeing Notre Dame.
Yeah, this is a 3D puzzle. It's really just paper, stamp printed paper, and then you pop the parts out. It's a very complicated model, as you can tell. It took me about 3 weeks to build it. And what's super interesting is it's three-dimensional. So when you look at things like the doorways, it's layered and it has depth to it.
Oh, it is 3D. Oh, my God.
And all of the stained glass windows are all Mylar printed with the actual design of it. So all of these are actually all windows, stained glass windows, all of this through here and in the front and everywhere. And then when you open it up, actually, and I'll show you this, it actually opens into two pieces, and the inside is all printed, and you can see the pews and everything.
Beautiful. And I see you have special lighting for this as well.
Yeah, I had some lights left over, and so I put them on. I'll turn this on.
Oh, okay.
And we'll see. And you can see that it'll highlight the stained glass when it's done. I need to put more lights in, but that's just the start of it for right now.
What piece besides this one took you the longest time?
Okay, that's an easy one to answer.
Okay.
This is a McLaren P1 supercar here.
For you car guys.
Yeah, and this one is about 4,600 pieces.
What?
So it's,
how do you even remember how many? I guess because
well,
it took
you
you
know,
so
yeah,
long.
no.
Right?
And they tell you how many pieces are in the kits, but most of them aren't that many. Like that bus is maybe 1,600 pieces. So 4,600 is a lot of pieces.
Yes.
It's even for a Lego model. The Lego model that has the most pieces is a new one. It's actually a model of, I think it's either a Federation Starship, I think is what it is, and it's about 9,000, 10,000 pieces, right around there.
Wow. When the pieces arrive, do they have them in certain bags for certain, so it's not just like thrown together? Obviously.
Exactly.
Okay.
The bags are numbered, and you go through the manual, and at least you can start. Because if you had to lay out all those pieces, you'd never be able
go
to
crazy.
do it.
Yeah.
You'd never be able to do it. Now, some of the kits aren't like that. This race car that we were looking at before, the bags weren't numbered; they just came all together. So it just depends. But yeah, that kit took me the most hours to build,
the
for
McLaren.
sure. And it had the wing in the back is adjustable and goes up and down. It has actual suspension that goes up and down. It raises and lowers. The doors hinge and they go up like scissor doors.
Okay, now this is so a girl question. I get this. Now, them, just like this is McLaren, this is this. Mm-hmm. But does Lego or the company you get come with labels that you could actually put in front of what each thing is? Because I know as a girl I would go, oh, this is this and this is this. Does it do anything like that?
Well, here, for example, the Batman products come with these little stands, placards.
Now, see, this is a girl can appreciate something like that. So,
and of course, Lego's famous for its minifigures. Like, here's a Batman minifigure and a Joker one. And there's people that just collect minifigures. That's all they do.
Oh.
So there's a world of minifigures.
Interesting. So you could create your own or get something via the company if you wanted to. Oh, that's really
neat. You can do that, and you can see, like even here, this is funny, you may not have noticed it, but these dinosaurs, if you look, there's a little man skeleton here. That's actually a exhibit as well.
And it has a little, and the name, oh wow. Yeah, and with the little label, a whole bit.
So he's a minifigure, yeah.
Oh, wonderful. So tell us, okay, I just saw something that is very deserty, Warren, my cameraman. John, tell us about the desert here, because you live here.
Right.
You gotta have this.
So for us desert dwellers, of course, we're really familiar with wind turbines because we have a whole field with thousands of them on the way into the valley here. And so Lego makes this wind turbine, and it's on it, so I'll turn it on for just a second. And it's just cool. For us, it's the coolest thing ever.
I mean, it's an icon. When you live out here, guys, the windmill is our icon. Oh, how cool. It even sounds like it a little bit from when you go by on the freeway. Oh, I love it.
It does. So it's really neat. And it's supposed to be powering this little house here, is what the whole goal of the model is.
Now, you mentioned the two different companies. Tell us how they come. I see you've got one Lego one, another one, and kind of go over that a little bit for us novices.
So this is a Lego box, and everybody knows the Lego logo, I'm sure, in the bottom left there. And this is a 911 Porsche that they just came out with. That's your typical, Lego style packaging.
Okay.
This is the same. This is the packaging that the Dragon came in that we looked at in the beginning.
Okay.
And you can see if you open it up, it has bags and it has a manual with it, but all the pieces are the same as Lego. Lego bricks are all the same, no matter what company.
All right.
Because that's the concept of it. In this case, this model's a little special because it has the wings have a little piece of felt material that comes with it. So that's a little different. But you can see the bags are numbered, right? And so when you go to build it, you start. And obviously at the beginning here, like in this one, bag one, is you build the stand. They usually give you a picture of what you're about to build. And then the body of the dragon you start building with the first bag.
Very cool.
Yeah.
It looks like it's pretty laid out simply. Very nice. And so both of them come that way. There's no more patent from Lego, which is why these companies can exist, right?
Exactly.
Wonderful. But it's nice to know you're a member of the Lego VIP.
I am, just like half the world, I think. It's amazing how many people build Lego. I called a college buddy of mine in Canada, and I said, hey, I'm building Lego. And he goes, oh, me and my son, we built like 50 of them, and they're building the Coliseum right now. Lego just released about 5 months ago a model. It's got 9,000 pieces in it. It was the biggest Lego ever produced at the time, and it's huge. It's probably like a 2 feet square.
So you mentioned your friend with his son. Would you recommend this for even dads with their teenage sons?
Of course.
And stuff, and especially
boys,
now
girls. I mean, they make all kinds of things. I mean, they make bonsai trees, and they make flower arrangements out of Lego.
Check it out, guys. If you have a family, what better way? Okay, let's wrap this up. What's going to be your nice finale?
This is
not finale. I know you'll never end,
But one of the most interesting Legos that I've ever seen is this grand piano.
Okay, I'm going to grab it, you guys.
Yeah, it's here. Let me move this and you can put it up on the counter.
Okay.
Right
my gosh, the piano.
So they just came out with this maybe 2 months ago, and it actually plays, and it's pretty complicated. There's some great videos that you can watch online about how it works, but in the end, there's an app for your phone, and it has pre-programmed in it, I think, about 10 different compositions, and it will actually play those for you. The keys move and everything.
So, do you have any idea how tall or how big this will be when it's done?
Yeah, I used to know the dimensions when I brought it, but you can see here, it's 3,600 pieces.
So that's one of the most pieces of one you said.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be at least the height and the width of the box, I would think, wouldn't you?
It's going to be big.
Oh, that's gorgeous. I can hardly wait. We're going to have a party when this is done,
We're going to serenade everybody. It'll be playing when everybody walks in.
We'll do a little live and everybody can see. So, one of the beautiful things that came out of this crazy time period in the last year was hobbies and playtime. And we're adults. And look at what John has created. Plus, more love for the honey, because the two of you have been working together. What more can anybody want, right?
This has been one of the positives.
One of the positives. Thank you for sharing this with us. And cameraman's going to sign off by giving you a little view here. Behind us, there's some more that he's going to show.
Good morning, everybody, and goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. We'll see you next week on the Wednesday Glow. Did you get some glow? I know I did. Thank you, John.
Okay, thanks, Maria. Good to see you.